Hi guys, welcome to Dimitra's Dishes. So today I'm going to be teaching you how to make a highly requested vegetarian dip known as Greek style fava bean dip. It's delicious, it's easy to make, it's really light. It's perfect if you're meal prepping and you want to make something that you can use during the week and stays fresh in the refrigerator for many, many days. Since it's vegan and there's no dairy in it, you can take it on a picnic. It's perfect for eating on these hot summery days. If you want to dip some like carrots into it, in it and eat it, or some vegetables, or even if you want to dip some nice delicious pita chips or pita bread. The ingredients are so few and basic, and they're really inexpensive, so this is a very economical dish to make. Let's go over the ingredients and then we're going to get started. So this is made with split peas. So I have them over here soaking. You want them to soak at least 20-30 minutes in water to soften up. That's going to speed up the cooking time. And after you soak them, just rinse them in water until the water runs clear. We're using some scallions as a garnish, fresh lemon. Now these are also garnishes, the capers and Kalamata olives. We need some dried oregano, salt, pepper, olive oil, an onion, and a garlic clove. That's it. We're going to begin by slicing our onion. So I have a small onion that I've sliced in half. Half is all you need. We're going to slice it into just regular size slices. It really doesn't matter. They shouldn't be too thick so that way they can cook quickly and caramelize. We're just going to cook them in a little bit of oil with our garlic clove in a small saucepan. I'm making a smaller batch today, but you can do this in a big pot and make a bigger batch depending on how much you're going to need during the week. We're going to cook this in a couple of tablespoons of olive oil over medium-high heat until they get nice and golden. They don't have to get completely soft because at the end this is going to get pureed in a mixer. So we're just looking for a little bit of color on them and for them to get slightly soft. That's just going to take about 5 minutes over high heat. Just keep an eye on it so that way it doesn't burn. All right, so once the onions have gotten nice and golden all around, and the garlic has as well, you don't have to worry about the garlic getting soft or anything because it's going to cook with the split peas. We're going to add our drained split peas to our pot, season with salt, pepper, and oregano. And then we're going to add about 2 cups of really hot water. And you're going to need between 2 to 3 cups, so keep watching it. We're going to bring it to a boil, and then we're going to give it a nice stir. Once it comes to a boil, we're going to reduce the heat to like medium-low, and we're going to keep checking on it every few minutes until the beans are really, really nice and soft. Now, if the water starts to dry out, just add about a half a cup of water at a time, just until they're really, really nice and tender and soft. So after about 30 to 45 minutes, your split peas should be really nice and soft. And this is the consistency that you're looking for. You want there to still be some liquid in there, almost covering them, running throughout, and they have to be really, really nice and soft. At this point, you can just put the whole mixture in your blender. If you have a high-speed blender, that'll puree it to like a velvety smooth consistency. If not, it'll be fine, whatever you have. You could even do this in the food processor. Now, just like that, the dip is pretty much ready. At this point, we're just going to taste it and see if it needs any more seasoning, but it should be completely smooth. Personally, that's how I like it. I like for it to be smooth. Some people like it when it's a little more hearty and more textured and like not so creamy, and that's fine. If you want it to be a little bit on the thicker side, then just don't puree it so much. If you don't have a mixer, you could even cook it a long time over the stove. It won't be smooth, that's for sure, but that's an option if you wanted to. What a great way to use split peas, by the way, because split peas usually are used only in soups. I don't know if anyone else other than the Greeks ever thought of using it in a dip. It's delicious, it's light. Perfect. Now I'm just going to add some lemon juice. You can add whatever amount of lemon juice that you like. So I'm going to start with half of a lemon right here and see how it goes. This is so nice. It's really nice and light. Because it doesn't have any tahini paste like hummus does, it just keeps it more, I don't know, it's just so light and easier to eat. Let's pour it on here. Keep in mind that once it's made and it's still hot, it's still going to be a little bit on the thinner side. The longer it sits, the thicker it's going to get. So don't worry about it being a little bit thin right now. It's going to be perfect later on if you like it a little bit thicker. At this point, you go ahead and top it with your favorite garnishes. I like olives and capers for a little bite because this is so light. It can take bold flavors, which is what the capers and the olives are going to add to this. So you can put sun-dried tomatoes, you can roast tomatoes and onions and put them on top. I like scallions. I'm going to put a little bit of scallions. If you want to do parsley, you could do that. You could do some dill. Definitely a little a little drizzle of extra virgin cold pressed Greek olive oil. How good. I can eat this as a meal. Now you can use whatever you want to dip this in. If you're using it as a spread in a sandwich, go ahead and do that. If you're using it as an appetizer, then go ahead and slice up some carrots. You could do cucumber, bell pepper, some bread. Go ahead and dip it in. Let me get a caper and a scallion. So delicious. Really healthy. Very nice to present at a party. Bring it to a party, bring it on a picnic. Meal prep and keep it in the refrigerator. It tastes good warm or cold. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. So the recipe, as usual, will be in the description box down below and on the website, www.dimitrasdishes.com. Thumbs up, subscribe so you don't miss any recipes, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, everyone.